Welcome to the June edition of Ann's News Video, bringing you inspiring updates from the Salesian world. It is truly beautiful to witness Don Bosco's mission that continues to grow and bear fruit, reaching out to young people in meaningful ways. RMG, Feast of the Rector Major. On 26 June 2025, Salesian communities under RMG gathered at the catacombs of St. Callistus to thank the Rector Major, Father Fabio Attard, and celebrate the significant anniversaries of their confreres. The day began with a Eucharistic concelebration, and in the evening the celebrations began with the first Vespers of the Sacred Heart of Jesus, presided over by Father Attard. The Rector Major was presented with a Jubilee Cross of the Catacombs, symbolizing resurrection and hope. Tributes were paid to the Rector Major and the other Salesians celebrating 25, 50, and 65 years of religious profession or ordination. Inauguration of the renovated Salesian headquarters. On 27 June 2025, during the solemnity of the Sacred Heart of Jesus, the renovated central headquarters at Via Marsala, 42 near the Sacred Heart Basilica in Rome was inaugurated. After 3 years of restoration, the structure was modernized while preserving Don Bosco's vision as a center for youth, migrants, the poor, and the Salesian family. During the ceremony, Fabio Attard highlighted its global mission, recalling Don Bosco's historic presence in Rome, while Cardinal Giuseppe Versaldi addressed modern challenges in Catholic education. Attended by civil authorities and heads of various religious congregations, the event celebrated the enduring legacy and relevance of the Salesian mission today. Don Bosco House Museum opens in Rome. The Don Bosco House Museum was inaugurated on 27 June 2025 at the Salesian headquarters in Rome by the Rector Major, Father Fabio Attard. Designed to emotionally engage visitors, the museum highlights Don Bosco's spirituality, educational method, and deep connection with the Church. Spanning 3 floors, the museum includes spaces like the Chapel of the Interpretation of the Dream, Don Bosco's room from 1887, and the Chapel of the Constitutions. Visitors can explore missionary dreams and virtually visit places significant to Don Bosco's work in Rome. The museum strengthens the network of Salesian heritage sites, preserving the legacy of Don Bosco and inspiring its continuation today. Italy, World Salesian Family Advisory Council. From 4 to 8 June 2025, the annual World Salesian Family Advisory Council met at the Pontifical Salesian University, UPS, in Rome, coinciding with the Jubilee of Ecclesial Movements. Over the 5 days, participants engaged in moments of prayer, formation, and dialogue, including an audience with Pope Leo XIV, a pilgrimage to the Holy Door, and a Pentecost vigil at St. Peter's Square. The gathering welcomed Father Fabio Attard, the newly elected Rector Major, and included reflections on animation and accompaniment. The event concluded at the Sacro Cuore Basilica, celebrating Don Bosco's legacy and strengthening the shared mission of the Salesian family. Feast of the Sacred Heart in Rome. The Feast of the Sacred Heart was celebrated on 27 June 2025 in the courtyard of the Sacred Heart Basilica, with Holy Mass presided over by Cardinal Giuseppe Versaldi, several bishops, the rector major and the council, and several hundreds of Salesians, religious and laity. During the celebration, 31 members consecrated themselves to the Sacred Heart by making promises and receiving blessed scapulars. The event concluded with a heartfelt procession of the Sacred Heart statue through the neighborhood, bringing the faithful together in prayer, reflection, and celebration of Jesus' boundless love. Central and Western Africa. DR Congo, International Day of the African Child. On 17th June 2025, the Don Bosco Ngangi Youth Center celebrated the International Day of the African Child at the Bosco House, hosting over 300 children. The event began with a mass led by Father Gautier Chibangu and included a conference on children's rights in the 1976 Soweto riots, which inspired this annual observance. The celebration highlighted the challenges faced by African children and raised awareness of their fundamental rights. The Bosco House continues to serve as a vital first step in providing psychosocial support and alternatives for street children in Goma. Nigeria, Don Bosco Child Protection Center opens in Lagos. The Don Bosco Child Protection Center was opened in Onapatisi, Lagos. The event, attended by Her Excellency Dr. Claudiana Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu and other dignitaries, celebrated a sanctuary for vulnerable children, offering food, shelter, education, emotional care, and vocational training. Supported by Eugen Einevelt, the center aligns with the government's agenda, offering hope and a brighter future for Nigeria's youth. Performances by the Bosco Boys crowned the event with joy and inspiration. America South Cone, Argentina Reforestation Project. On the 5th of June, World Environment Day, the Dominic Savio School hosted its second reforestation project as part of the Climate Initiative within the fourth-year geography course. Students, guided by Professor Jonathan Montes, studied climate change and proposed planting native species in schoolyards to mitigate local environmental impacts, addressing issues like global warming and air quality. The project was supported by Trendit, which donated 34 seedlings through Alfonsina Gregorio's efforts. This hands-on activity highlighted the importance of local solutions to global environmental challenges. Brazil, Nordestão Salesiano 2025. The energy of young people filled the UFRN Gymnasium with joy on 25th of June during the opening ceremony of the 38th Nordestão Salesiano, considered the largest school sports event of the Salesian network in the Northeast. The event, which concluded on 29th of June with the theme Sport and Hope and the motto United by Sport, Anchored by Hope, brought together some 1,300 athletes representing 16 sports delegations from 11 cities, who competed in various sports disciplines. Paraguay, National Meeting of Don Bosco Exploradores. On 14th to 15th of June 2025, Don Bosco's Exploradores, scouts gathered at the Colegio Sagrado Corazón de Jesús, Salesianito, to celebrate 40 years since their refounding under the motto, 40 years of dedication, always ready to serve. Participants from multiple battalions took part in a historical safari through Asunción, followed by a Eucharist led by Father Nestor Ledesma, Provincial of Paraguay, and a tribute to Father Severo Aquino, who revived the Scouts in 1985. The event concluded with a parade celebrating the 50th anniversary of the Salesian youth movement, highlighting the Exploradores' enduring commitment to service and Don Bosco's legacy. East Asia, Oceania. Solomon Islands. Children celebrate Jubilee year 2025. From 13 to 15th of June 2025, over 200 children from the Christ the King parish in Tadere gathered to celebrate the Jubilee year under the theme, Pilgrims of Hope, Children on Their Way to Jesus. The event focused on renewing their relationship with God and recognizing their role as children of hope in the church and the world. Key sessions included talks by the Superior Father Gregory Bicamong on the significance of the Jubilee, Miss Sarah Meneditea on child safety, and Father Robinson Parapilli, who used animation and songs to help children embrace the Jubilee themes. Papua New Guinea, Wontok Bosco 2025. From 20 to 22 June 2025, the summer camp Wontok Bosco 2025 brought together 209 participants, including young people, animators, Salesians, and FMA, to celebrate the Salesian charism. The event focused on retracing the journey of the Salesian family in Papua New Guinea, reflecting on the Rector Major's Strena 2025, in fostering prayer, joy, brotherhood, charity, and service. A highlight of the camp was a pilgrimage on foot from Don Bosco Aramiri to the parish of Mary Help of Christians in Acapulco. Philippines, Salesian Books 2025 Educators Conference. On 20th of June 2025, the Don Bosco Technical Institute hosted the Salesian Books 2025 Educators Conference, organized by Don Bosco Press Incorporated and the Don Bosco Educational Centers. With the theme, The Human-AI Partnership, Rethinking Roles in Teaching and Learning, the event brought together educators from the North Philippines province. The conference highlighted how AI is reshaping education, emphasizing its role in supporting learning while maintaining the human connection central to teaching. South Asia. India, Spark 25 Youth Camp. From 1st to 3rd June 2025, the Spark 25 Youth Camp at Don Bosco School, Udlabari, brought together nearly 200 youth from 13 villages for 3 days of faith, creativity, and personal growth. Activities included contests, Rangoli creation, cultural showcases, and a bonfire. Motivational sessions by Himanshu Singh on defense careers and Dr. Frederick Kirketta on overcoming barriers enriched the event. Organized by Father John Selvin and youth leaders, The camp inspired participants to pursue their dreams with renewed enthusiasm. India. Goa CM inaugurates Kharif season at Don Bosco Society. On World Environment Day, Chief Minister Dr. Pramod Sawant inaugurated the Kharif season at the Don Bosco Society, celebrating Father George Quadros' decade-long efforts to revive paddy cultivation in Goa. Known as the Paddy Man of Goa, Father Quadros has transformed over 40 lakh square meters of fallow land, using innovative and mechanized farming techniques. Dr. Sawant praised Father Quadros' work and announced plans to cultivate 400 hectares of land, supported by subsidies, drones, and agri-clinics. The event included live demonstrations of farm technology, with Dr. Sawant piloting a drone and operating a paddy transplanter. India, the Radio Salesian Ecological Initiative. In a commendable demonstration of care for creation, Radio Salesian, in collaboration with the Rajahata Explore Group and other self-help groups, celebrated World Environment Day 2025 with a major tree planting campaign. The event was attended by prominent radio personalities such as the Director of Programs and several radio presenters. The initiative, held in Rajahata, included the planting of a variety of flowering and fruit trees. Operating under the inspiring motto, "Build your village, promote your land," this initiative was dedicated to the promotion of sustainable tourism. Nepal. Don Bosco School joins anti-pollution demonstration. On 5th June 2025, children from the newly established Don Bosco School participated in a World Environment Day demonstration against air and plastic pollution organized by the Chinchu Municipal Office. Carrying signs and shouting slogans, the young participants walked half a kilometer, pledging to protect the environment. The event included tree planting and participation from local officials, schools, and citizens, emphasizing the urgent need to act for nature's preservation. Sri Lanka. Don Bosco Cambridge Academy's historic milestone. On 29th June 2025, 60 Buddhist students from the Arambagama mission appeared for the Cambridge final exam for the first time, marking a historic achievement for the Don Bosco Cambridge English Academy. This milestone reflects 6 years of groundwork, and the dedication of the Salesians empowered these students with knowledge and inspiration, showcasing the transformative power of education and the enduring impact of the Don Bosco mission. India. Regional Seminar on Salesian Missions. From 27-29 June 2025, the South Asia branch of the ACSSA hosted a seminar at the Salesian Provincial House, preparing for the 150th anniversary of the first missionary expeditions. Themed Salesian Missions in the World, it featured 40 participants, 20 research presentations, and was inaugurated by the provincials of Bangalore, Chennai, and Mumbai. The event reflected on the evangelization efforts of the Salesians, SDBs, and FMAs in South Asia, leading to the global gathering in Brazil in 2027. Inter-America. Ecuador, 13th ADMA Congress. From 20th to 22nd June 2025, the 13th National Congress of the Association of Mary Help of Christians, ADMA was held at the Santa Maria Spirituality House, with 95 participants from the Salesian family and ADMA youth. Under the theme Mary, Mother and Model of Hope, the event featured talks by Salesian leaders, including Father Harry Acaza and Father Juan Flores, urging devotion to Mary. The Congress concluded with commitments to promote hope and deepen love for Mary Help of Christians. Venezuela, 12th edition of Bosco. On 9th June 2025, the 12th edition of Bosco, themed Anchored in Truth, Steps of Hope, brought together young people for a unique blend of dance and evangelization. Hosted at the Don Bosco School in Altamira, the event featured participants from the Salesian youth movement and various Salesian works. Father Rafael Montenegro, Salesian Provincial of Venezuela, praised the event as a proclamation of the gospel through art. The day was filled with joy, creativity, and inspiring performances, connecting faith and artistic expression. Colombia, Contradicción marks 70 years of Marian devotion. In June 2025, the municipality of Contradicción in Santander celebrated the 70th anniversary of the monument to Mary Help of Christians. The event gathered faithful and pilgrims from across the country, highlighting deep Marian faith and tradition. Presided over by Bishop Luis Augusto Campos Flores, Father Ruben Dario Jaramillo, the provincial and other Salesian priests, the celebration encouraged participants to live their faith joyfully and renew their Christian commitment. Venezuela National Youth Leaders Meet. From 6th to 8th June 2025, the Domingo Savio Youth Center hosted the National Meeting of Youth Leaders, gathering 210 participants from Salesian communities and groups. Under the theme, Jesus, Path of Hope, attendees passed through 3 symbolic doors: roots, grace, and dreams, deepening their faith, embracing God's blessings, and envisioning a hopeful future for Venezuela. Led by the Delegate for Youth Ministry and Young Leaders, the event concluded with the lighting of the torch to launch the summer oratories, bringing joy and education to children during the holidays. Ecuador, pilgrimage of the 4th level of the Salesianity School. After 30 days of pilgrimage in Italy, participants of the 4th level of the Salesianity School concluded their 4-year formation journey, organized by the Salesian Center for Permanent Formation in the Americas, CSFPA. The group followed Don Bosco's footsteps, beginning in Valdoco and visiting key places like Annecy, the Basilica of Mary Help of Christians in Turin, Genova's historic port, and the birthplace of Mama Margherita in Capriglio and other places in Rome. Highlights included visiting Colle Don Bosco and learning about Saint Dominic Savio. The pilgrimage deepened their understanding of the Salesian charism, strengthened community bonds, and reignited their passion for Don Bosco's mission. Central and Northern Europe. Croatia, family meet in Zagreb. On 14th of June 2025, the Association of Mary Help of Christians, ADMA, hosted a family meeting at the Mary Help of Christians parish in Zagreb, attended by 50 families and over 150 children. Cardinal Vinko Puljic, Archbishop Emeritus of Vrbasna, led a catechesis highlighting the sacredness of the family. While parents participated, children were cared for by Salesian leaders from the Don Bosco Oratory. The event included games for parents, Holy Eucharist, sharing, adoration, and a fraternal agate. Poland, Parents and Children's Day. The Salesian Sacred Heart Parish in Siekiewice celebrated World Parents and Children's Day with its second annual kayak trip. Families from the parish, accompanied by Salesians, Father Jan Bednars and Father Mateusz Papiers, organized a day of prayer, hymns, and a joyful bonfire. The event fostered integration and strengthened bonds within the parish community, while also honoring the essential role of parents and families in raising children. Mediterranean, Morocco. Don Bosco Kenitra celebrates 50 years of service. The Don Bosco Kenitra École Professionnelle d'Électricité Juxpel marked its 50th anniversary, celebrating 5 decades of educating youth from Morocco and sub-Saharan countries. The event brought together Salesians, civic leaders, alumni, and former volunteers to honor a legacy of service and shared achievements. Highlighting its mission of holistic education and skills and values, the celebration concluded with a Thanksgiving Holy Mass, presided over by His Eminence Cardinal Cristobal Lopez Romero, Archbishop of Rabat, expressing gratitude and hope for the future. Portugal, Salesian Provincial Feast Day celebrated in Manique. On 10th of June 2025, the Salesian community of Manique hosted the Provincial Feast Day of the Salesians of Don Bosco of the province of Portugal in an atmosphere of fraternity and gratitude. The event celebrated the anniversaries of religious and priestly life of several Salesians and expressed thanks to Father Tarcisio Morais for his pastoral dedication. Inspired by GC29, the gathering renewed commitment to Don Bosco's charism, bringing together Salesians from various communities in a spirit of unity and thanksgiving. Italy, Do Note a Vasto Music Festival. On 7th of June 2025, the Salesians of Don Bosco in Vasto hosted the latest edition of Do Note a Vasto, a vibrant music festival promoting young talent and showcasing established artists. The event featured a contest for emerging artists, with Riccardo Crisante winning the Guido Cerulli Prize as the overall winner. Other awardees included rapper Dr. Cartman, Best Production, Ianez, Best Critical Text, and Lacudio, Best Live Performance. Nationally renowned guests, including Overnova, Fredo, Cassandra, and Jalis, also performed. The festival's interactive Do Note Village engaged families and children, making it a celebration of art, culture, and community. Italy, Northeast Sim Youth Meeting. From 6th to 8th of June 2025, the Salesians Don Bosco and Mestre hosted the Sim Youth Meeting, bringing together over 600 young people from the Triveneto region. The event began with 2 days of training for 100 young leaders, focusing on Salesian animation and youth education. A moving Pentecost vigil on Saturday set the tone for Sunday's activities, which included games, spiritual workshops, and a mass celebrated by Father Silvio Zanchetta, the provincial. The day ended with joyous Salesian games, embodying the spirit of hope, unity, and Don Bosco's legacy. That's all for this June edition of Ann's News video. Stay tuned for more updates and share these beautiful stories from the Salesian world with your beneficiaries and collaborators.